What's up guys, and I'm redoing the top 10 PvP weapons, partially due to the fact that a lot of PvP things have changed, and because I wasn't really thinking in the last video and I decided to take just like a little bit of clippets of people's gameplay on YouTube, which is not the right thing to do. I do not advise to do that. So I'm redoing this one with all my gameplay, and hopefully this is a list you can relate to. Hopefully you can actually disagree with, because I actually want to hear some of your arguments. And of course I've changed it since the last one, so if you're rewatching this, then prepare for a little bit of differences, some similarities, but let's just get on with it. Before getting into the actual top 10, let's talk about things that I will not be putting on here for some reasons that are pretty obvious. There are no shotguns, because mainly they are all going to kill you at close range no matter what. Of course, some shotguns are better than others, but all in all, they are killing you one shot. There are no heavy weapons, enough said. I can't really put that on here anyways. They all kill you one shot. When I'm talking about some of these weapons, which is not a lot of them actually, this is kind of just an open pointer, saying that not all of them are the same, because if you do know, you can reforge things, and some people have better guns that are the same than others. Some have elements, some don't. It's just that they're not all the same, and unfortunately we get unlucky. During the making of this video, the House Wolves just got released, and with it a bunch of new exotics, but unfortunately no one has those, because the PvP ones like Fate of All Fools, no one has it except for one. That's a story in itself. And we have no idea how good it is. It's probably amazing, it's probably #1, but if you're gonna say that, hey, where is this gun, and it's recent and it's exotic in House of Wolves, I'm sorry, I would definitely put it on here if it's really good, but I don't know what it is like right now. So those are the rules pretty much for this top 10, so let's get started. So this first one may not be your #1 choice. It may not be any choice of ours to actually use. This is the Stranger's Rifle, and partially due to this is because a lot of low levels use it, and it's actually decent. I get killed by it quite a few times a match because so many people are using it, and there's a reason why so many people are using it. It's a great low level gun. You may not like it, you may not like pulse rifles. I personally don't like pulse rifles, but they have gotten buffed a lot, and this shows it. So Stranger's Rifle, we all know, we all have it. If you complete story, I don't know anyone that really hasn't. That'd be really amazing if you got to level 30 without playing story, because that means you just have to farm Crucible. So props to you if you did that, but I'm pretty sure we all have Stranger's Rifle. At #9, we have TIMURS LASH. This is something I do have, but I have never actually used because I don't want to upgrade it. I'm kind of lazy. But what I've heard from, and this is just people saying it and what I've seen people's gameplay of, it's actually quite a decent shot. Of course, hand cannons are not as once great and almighty as they once were, but they're still pretty good and people still use them. Not a lot of people have TIMURS LASH to begin with, so it's kind of a rare gun to see around the Crucible. But when people do use it, if you use it right, you can actually be very deadly with it. You can have a very high KD ratio, which is not unlikely for someone using it, because if they have it, that means they are pretty much a seasoned vet. So watch out for those guys. At #8, we have the MYTHOCLAST. This gun, it just jumps around everywhere. It is always sometimes amazing, sometimes it's terrible, sometimes it is in the middle. That's kind of where it is now. Honestly, the reason why it's actually at #8, and actually even on this list really, is because I'm kind of biased towards it. I always liked the MYTHOCLAST. I never thought of it as a terrible weapon, even though it got pretty much nerfed to the point of where it was rendered useless at one point, but it bounced back and then it kind of went down again because auto rifles are not good anymore. Before any of you go on about talking about the Service regime, I don't like the Service regime anymore. It used to be amazing, but now it's not. So the MYTHOCLAST, still kind of okay, better than others. I'm sure auto rifles will be getting another buff later because they are all terrible. But this is the only one that's on there, so it had to be the Vex. At #7, we have Plug 1. This is mainly due to my friend's admiration for this gun. He absolutely loves it, and that's all he ever uses really in the Crucible. In 3v3 skirmish, he's using Plug 1. He's getting a lot of kills, and because of that, it's because it has accelerated coils with it, so it just rips through everyone. It shoots extremely fast. That's if you didn't know what accelerated coils means. And that is the reason why Plug 1 is at #7, is because it is the fastest of all fusion rifles that actually has damage behind it. There may be one other one that's faster, I don't really know. I haven't really gone into detail and looked around for these ones. I'm pretty sure one of the House of Wolves one may be a little bit faster or slower, I'm not sure, but we'll find out soon enough. At #6, we have EFRIDEETS Spear. This is another Iron Banner, just like TIMURS LASH, so you'd expect it to be made for Crucible, and you'd be right. This has definitely the strongest bullet in all snipers, maybe next to Icebreaker, maybe not. In the last round of the mag, it has that perk where the last bullet does amazing damage and is a one-shot. So I've actually seen people empty out their entire clip and wait for that one shot, and they will kill you. They will shoot you in the leg and they will kill you. It's frustrating, but at the same time, you can't really complain. It's EFRIDEETS Spear. At number 5, we had the Last Word. Unlike the other top 10 I did not put Last Word on there. I kind of forgot about it because during that time, I had no idea what to expect. The patch for Crucible that changed a lot of the guns just came out, and that kind of threw me off. So I didn't really put Last Word on there last time. This time I'm putting it at number 5 because I was using it recently, and it is still the same. It may be one more shot, but because it's Last Word, and you can just fire as many times as you want, you can kill them. So Last Word is still a-okay in the Crucible. At number 4, we have Red Death, a gun that once thought to be almost at the ranks of some of the worst weapons in Destiny, even though it's an exotic. It is now very, very, very popular. Xur did sell it recently, well, not recently, maybe about a month ago, but now a lot of people have it, and a lot of people are killing each other with it. Like I said before, I don't like pulse rifles, but I can't help but to say that they do deserve a round of applause. They do work just as well as any other gun in the Crucible, if you know how to use them. Of course, that is pretty much everything about PvP weapons, is how you can use them and put them to your playstyle. Pulse rifles, they're just not me, but they are definitely for some other people. It's kind of scary good how people can get with them. At number 3, we have Thorn. If you know me as a Destiny player, I actually don't like Thorn as much as Last Word. I think it shoots too slow, and I usually die, but I still get the kill after, but I'd rather live. But this isn't about me, this is kind of about the whole of the Destiny community, even though it's really hard to talk about an entire community. Thorn is at number 3, because a lot of people use it, and there's a reason why, of course. And it kills a lot of people, kills me a lot of the time, it's really annoying, and it's always making me punch my desk with that crap shot where it just keeps going down. You think you're gonna live, but it just devours your health so slowly and so painfully, and then you just die. At number 2, we have PREADYTHS Revenge. Another sniper, just like EFRIDEETS Spear, but I already talked about EFRIDEETS Spear being the strongest sniper, so why is PREADYTHS Revenge better? So, yes, it's not as strong, but it has no recoil. None. Zero. It doesn't move at all. Literally, you can shoot someone in the head, and instantly after, shoot him again. If you miss him, I don't know why you shoot him in the head actually, I don't know why I just said that, but if you shoot him in the leg, you can shoot him again right after, because the reticle will be right there. It may be 2 inches higher than it would be, so you shoot low, you're gonna get the kill. It's so easy to use, anyone can use it. If you don't have it, go get it. Vault of Glass, it's waiting for you, and it's waiting for me in the Crucible to kill me. Some honorable mentions can be such as the Suros Regime. I already talked about that gun. The guns that I think will be on here sooner or later are the Fate of All Fools and the 347 Vesta Dynasty. That is a scout rifle. They are both scout rifles, and I think they will be pretty much amazing in the Crucible, partially due to the fact that they are Trials of Osiris gear. And we all know that Trials of Osiris is pretty much the peak of Crucible, so it's almost too easy to think that this will be on the list sooner or later. And finally, at number 1, we have the No Land Beyond. Absolutely not. No Land Beyond is absolutely crap. Maybe a one-shot headshot, but how many of us can actually shoot with that reticle? Number 1, we have the Hawkmoon, of course. It is so obvious. It is too easy to think that. Anyone could have guessed that in the beginning. Hawkmoon. Unfortunately, I am on Xbox. I have not used the Hawkmoon. I have merely heard of people talk about its greatness, and because of that, I'm on Xbox, and I already know that the Hawkmoon is amazing. That's how good it is. People are talking about it, and it's getting over to Xbox, and I'm getting jealous, and I want to try that. I want to get that. It's hopefully coming to Xbox in September, and when it does, I bet I'll be using it. Hopefully. They haven't patched anything about it, because it is so good. Those that do have it, screw you guys. I want it. Those that don't have it, you can sympathize with me, and we can both cry together in a corner. But that's been it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, leave a thumbs up, and subscribe for more Destiny. Some tips, tricks, things like that. I don't know. Look around my video. I kind of just bounce around whatever it is I want to do. So, it doesn't sound like a very good reason to subscribe, but I'm throwing it out there. Why not? That seems to be it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.